The Phantom Menace comes out in 3D this Friday, and there are people that are planning to go and watch it. This is my semiotic review of The Phantom Menace, because there are children that grew up with Star Wars, children that are 13, 14 now, when the film first came out, that have these lovely images of flick lightsabers and Darth Maul makeup. E.g., we have the Goonies. Children of this generation have The Phantom Menace, you know. It's important to realise, guys, that the film isn't as good as you thought it was. Unlike our childhood films, which actually still are very good. And even the people that are my age that still defend it in little bits of ways, it's important to realise it's not that good. First of all, I'll save you £11 by showing you the only good bit, which is this. And that's it. There's nothing else. In a weird way, I'll start with the conclusion, because I really want to nitpick. The big thing wrong with The Phantom Menace is that it exists purely as preamble to episodes 4, 5 and 6. And that's it, you know. And if you boiled it down to a story, e.g. they find a young Anakin Skywalker and train him as a Jedi, it sounds great. What he failed in was the execution of it. So let's have a look at all the things that George Lucas did wrong with The Phantom Menace. But Alan, what about Qui-Gon Jinn? He was great. It's Liam Neeson. I love Taken. I love Unknown. I love Schindler's List. I mean, he makes the film, doesn't he?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I don't sense anything.
You don't sense anything. You don't sense a Trade Federation plot. You don't sense many layers of deception by the Trade Federation. You don't sense an over-elaborate plot. You don't even sense an imminent attack. This is the first line of the film. Because whenever you are attacked by gas, just take a deep breath. So already we've learnt that the main character, and believe me there are many main characters in this film, is full of terrible advice and terrible ideas.
We need a navigator to get us through the planet's core. This Gungan may be of help.
There's a settlement.
Land near the outskirts. We don't want to attract attention.
You don't want to attract attention, okay? We don't want to do that. So, right, Obi-Wan and Warrior, you stay here. Little Robot, Handmaiden, and Wacky Rastafarian Frog. Come with me. Let's go into the town centre. Don't attract attention, everyone. Don't attract attention.
Stay close to me.
Did you see the look on his face then, as they all walked away? Unbelievable.
Hey, you want a longer? Huh?
And while the frog is having a hilarious time walking around Tatooine, Obi-Wan and the Warrior are doing really useful stuff back at the ship.
This storm will slow them down.
Looks pretty bad.
It's not even really the acting, although that is terrible. It's also everything else.
Are you an angel?
No, dear, because angels are Christian iconography and don't exist in this universe.
You're a pilot? Mm-hmm. All my life.
All 6 years of it.
How long have you been here? Since I was very little.
You still are. I mean, I've just got to stop and say we're actually watching the first dialogue by Darth Vader there. That's the best he could do. That's the best he could do.
He's wonderful. You really like him? He's a protocol droid to help Mom.
A protocol droid is basically a translator. So, in his spare time, as well as being a slave, he's built a pod racer. He has learned many languages and then built a robot and taught him that. You know, I have trouble loading the dishwasher and I'm in employment, you know, 9 to 5. He's a slave. Where does he find all this time to do this stuff? My wife's actually just come in and said to me, maybe he found parts of the protocol droid in the junkyard, and thereby he doesn't need to learn languages. That could be true, but he does know Doug.
Chesko Saboba, Chipoka Uman Gisa,
and the language that Gonzo knows.
Lolova Numatafa.
He's a slave, but with a lot of time on his hands. I'm assuming then he also built that electronic sliding door in a cave wall. You may also notice there's a few continuity errors in this video that I'm recording now. That's because I'm filming this in my house as the day progresses and I keep thinking more about what's wrong with the Phantom Menace. Now, we're allowed to have continuity errors in a video like this door that keeps opening and shutting. However, you shouldn't have continuity errors in one of the most expensive and highly anticipated films of all time. Watch Anakin's arms.
Oops. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm not going to sit here and do all the continuity errors. Let's just concentrate on massive plot holes.
How's he gonna pay for all of this?
I have 20,000 Republic dactaries.
Republic credits? Republic credits are no good out here. I need something more real.
I don't have anything else but...
What about that droid you've just found? The one that just fixed your ship? Because, I mean, that R2 unit's got to be worth a few bob, right? Sell that, done, move on.
R2-D2, Your Highness.
This is actually one of my favourite bits in the whole movie, because what you have to remember now is that the handmaiden is pretending to be the queen, and the queen is pretending to be the handmaiden. It's all so easy. But watch what she does here.
Padme. Clean this droid up as best you can.
Wait, what? She's just ordered the queen to clean up the robot. Abusing your power there a bit, Kira? You've mugged the queen right off!
Your son was kind enough to offer a shelter.
And clearly because a 5-year-old boy's asked us, that means your word's your bond. Incidentally, please keep watching because I'm saving my favourite clip for last. Not a lot of people pick up on this, so stay tuned.
A communications disruption can mean only one thing.
You're with BT.
Invasion.
Alright, chill out. But maybe I am being harsh, you know. Obviously we are comparing this to Star Wars, you know, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and the one with the Muppets. You know, it might be unfair of me to compare it. We should look at it, you know, as its own movie. But the problem is it's Star Wars, and it proudly states it's part of that franchise. So of course people are going to compare it. So you know, you can't get out of it that way, George. So look, let's take it from the beginning and think about the opening scrolls. So the opening scroll to A New Hope is a long time ago in a galaxy far away, far away. Right, chill out, geeks. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire, who, under the control of Darth Vader, rule the galaxy with an iron fist. Exciting, yeah? So now imagine waiting for 15 years and this happens. Mum, what's taxation? Mum, what's trade routes? The problem is it's boring. And when you watch Lucas defend it, he says, oh, I counteracted all the, you know, high concept trade plot with the hilarious Jar Jar Binks for comedy effect. Okay, so 2 points here. First of all, you don't need Jar Jar Binks for comedy effect. That's what R2-D2 and C-3PO are for. And secondly, you don't need to have jokes for the sake of jokes when the jokes aren't even that funny. I just see that. What happened was, he went out and went right, but everybody else had already gone out. Oh, they'd already gone out and gone left. Which I believe brings me on to my final point. If you are going to make a film to start off, you know, your story, then make sure you don't absolutely destroy the stuff that you've already written. Especially if a large portion of planet Earth actually enjoyed that story.
All slaves have a transmitter placed inside their body somewhere.
I've been working on a scanner to try and locate mine.
Any attempt to escape,
And they blow you up. Boom!
Take note, everyone, that's how we kill Darth Vader in the future.
Perhaps I killed a Jedi and took it from him.
I don't think so. No one can kill a Jedi.
Unless you're a battle droid, or a droidica, or a clone, or Jango Fett, or any bounty hunter, really.
You must have Jedi reflexes if you race pods.
Ergo, every pod racer ever is a Jedi. So somebody get Doug on the phone, because the man literally destroys everything he writes in episode 4 by contradicting it in episode 1. These blast points, much too accurate for Tusken Raiders. They're not bad, are they? I don't recall ever owning a droid, apart from the one that you end up spending the duration of 3 films with. The problem with this movie is that I could make this video go on and on and on because there are so many things wrong with it. From the fact that Anakin Skywalker is the only child in the universe that doesn't know what a joystick looks like.
I'm trying to. I don't know where the trigger is. Oops. Wrong one. Maybe it's this one. Nope. Wait. Here it is.
To the fact that out of all the names of all the people in all the universe, 2 people are called Bail.
Who else has been nominated?
Bail Antilles of Alderaan.
That Yoda goes against his fear leads to anger, anger leads to hatred in a matter of seconds.
Agree with your taking this boy as your Padawan learner? I do not.
Don't get angry, Yoda, you've just told us where it leads to! The criminally underused Samuel Jackson, who just sits down the whole movie while this happens.
I ask you to help us. No, I beg you to help us. I don't know.
Gungans get pasted too, eh?
I hope not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar-winning actress there. Bravo, bravo. And I'm not even going to go into the Jedi AIDS that is midichlorians. Did you also know that George Lucas was accused of racism in 1977? And thankfully there's absolutely no evidence of that in this movie.
We would never do anything without the approval of the Senate.
Actually, let's go back to the dialogue, because it's so bad it is funny.
Yes. Our meeting was not a coincidence. Nothing happens by accident.
You mean I get to come with you in your starship?
You mean I get to never see my mother again?
Oh, I don't care what universe you're from. That's gotta hurt.
There's only one universe.
I'm not sure what'll happen. I made this for you. I carved it out of a poor snippet.
When? When did you make that for her? You have more hours in the day than anyone else. So what's my greatest observation then? That would be the fact that for 2.5 hours of the film, Naboo is set up to be a very Romanesque capital. You know, there's waterfalls, I don't know if they had them in Rome, but you know, lots of Roman architecture, forests, that kind of thing. So why is it then, for the sake of a set piece, all that gets completely destroyed and we enter into here? Where did all of this come from? I mean, is this why they're blocking the trade of Naboo? Giant purple generators, you know what? Why? They're by a waterfall. It doesn't. I mean, what are the Naboobians making that requires all of this stuff? It's like the Death Star. You know, this is it. He's contradicting now his own movie. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So that is it. This is my point of The Phantom Menace. It's rubbish. If you are going to go and see the film this Friday, I seriously suggest that you think about doing something else. You know, but, well, what else is there to do in February? Is it snowing?